Hello, welcome to another episode of Cartooning with Todd. Today is lesson number 2, Varieties of Stick People. Okay, so if you remember from our first lesson, we did basic proportions of stick people. So what we're looking at was something along the lines of head, trunk, shoulder, pelvis, let's make those into triangles. Okay, and then what you would do is you'd have the hands just slightly lower than the hips. Okay, straight, straight, triangle, triangle, hands. I'm not going to get. Okay, kind of a triangle, 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 triangle. And although he's kind of stiff looking, this is your basic kind of proportions, okay? Not too long with the legs, not too long with the arms. But when you're thinking about the creating a character, you might want to try different body proportions, okay? Because one of the things that's really nice about doing people that look differently is that you don't have to always concentrate on their faces, okay? And I'm not even worried about their faces at this point. Yeah, he seems happy just to be average. Okay, so, but the thing is that when you're doing storytelling, you want as many different ways of telling a story as possible. So sometimes you want to be able to zoom out as opposed to being right in on top of somebody's face. You know, you want to be able to show the whole body. And if you show the whole body, then you might not necessarily see the face, but you need to be able to tell who it is from far off. So let's say we've got that guy. Let's try something a little bit different. Okay, we're doing kind of the same proportions here. All right, this time again, I'm just doing like little circles that represent the joints. So this time we're going way below where the hips are. Let's make this straight again. Got kind of a triangle going here, triangle going here. I'm not being like all I'm really concerned about with the arms and the legs, again, is that they're thicker the closer they are to the torso, and that they're just getting thinner as they get to the wrists, or thinner as they are getting to the feet, to the ankles. And since he's so long, you know what, maybe we'll just make his head a little bit longer as well. Couldn't hurt to give him a long neck as well. You know, why not? If somebody's long, just push it as far as you can go, okay? And of course, somebody like this is going to be a little bit more comical than somebody that's more proportionate. How about we do something a little bit different still? About do the head, and this time I'm going to do the shoulders pretty wide. Okay, and then that goes through. So I'm going to make this a little bit curved this time. And I think instead of just going straight like I've been doing with these guys here, I'm going to take this and wrap it around. Okay, so that goes from the back into the shoulders. Okay, this time let's make this rounded. Okay, maybe like a U. All right, and then this. Kind of like football shaped. Let's make those hands bigger. We've got a thumb on the inside, thumb on the inside, and then fingers on the outside. Okay. And then what I think I'm going to do for this is, because I'm already starting to go rounded here, like all these lines are not straight anymore, they're all rounded. Maybe this just goes completely rounded, like a U shape, going down to the feet. Ooh, let's make that head bigger. It's kind of a happy accident, but the nose is already kind of big here. And it doesn't matter what these guys look like. I'm just having some fun. You know, don't take this too seriously. So he's kind of got more of a gorilla proportions. And I can even like push that even a little bit more. This time I'm working with a China marker, which is giving me a nice dark line. Being able to be really thick about it, but it doesn't leave much room for erasing. I'm not able to erase any of this. And because it looks like he's kind of hunched forward a little bit, let's bring that chest right along like this. So that'll give the idea of overlapping. Probably shouldn't be getting too much into shading, but yeah, kind of something like that. Kind of hunched over. I don't like that. It's kind of funny. All right. Oh, and the other thing that I've kind of forgotten is putting a shadow to kind of ground them. That's really easy. Okay. And then maybe our last guy. Let's do somebody that is okay. This time, I mean, look at the hand placement where it is compared to the hips too. So that's going to make his arms super short looking. All right. So this time, I'm not going to go straight. I'm going to kind of go out a little bit. Kind of like that U though. So let's bring his feet in. Actually make that more rounded. So now we've got somebody with different proportions. So kind of normal, really skinny, kind of hunched over like a gorilla. And we've got somebody that's really short and rounded, kind of like Ralphie from The Simpsons, maybe. Um, anyway, so you can see where I took the same thing though every time. Head, shoulders, hips, knees, feet, shoulders to elbows, elbows to hands. Okay? And just have some fun with it. You know, don't think that they all have to be, you know, exactly the same kind of body types, but be consistent about it. You know, look at your proportions, figure out, you know, what needs to happen. Oh, he's got like pincher hands or something. You know, have fun with it. But always start with your skeleton so that you have an idea of like how tall or how wide or, you know, what they actually look like. Whether they're hunched over, you know, whether they're um, very upright and straight, you know, if their outside is soft, you know, or if it's very angular. You know, those are all things that you can decide after you do the skeleton, but always be consistent. Okay? All right, I think that'll be good. So everybody practice that, and I'll see you next week.